How's it going, YouTube? Got a bunch of stuff to show you again, so thanks for tuning in. First, I want to make an announcement that I will be going to the Midwest Gaming Classic there in Milwaukee, I believe April. So I'm really excited for that. I'll be rooming with Trevor there at Retro Rewinder, and I believe Goodwill Hunter. So it should be a real good time and a lot less nudity compared, to the Game Chasers stuff when they go to conventions. But I'm totally looking forward to it. As you can see here, I'm growing it out here so I can look like Retro Rewinder. So take me about 3 months to get there. But I got a bunch of stuff to show you. I got some awesome gifts from some fellow friends. I got a gift from Jason, Gamer Emporium, and a trade with JCap. So I'll go ahead and get right into it. First is my trade with JCap. Jason was real cool dude. He hit me up about some of those DS games that I found last week, and so we struck up a trade. And first I'll read his note. It is, hope everything has made it to you in one piece. Thanks for the trade. This cuts my DS games that I'm looking for in half. I think I said them 4 games and Mario titles. I can't remember what they all were, but Wario Woods is probably my favorite, which I'll just show you. And hopefully we can get together while I'm in Vegas. Yeah, he said he's going to be up here, I think, the beginning of January. So it'd be real cool if we can make it out there and do some game chasing together. But so the first thing here we got is Wario's Woods for the Super Nintendo. I didn't have this one yet, so it was cool to find it. Plock. I have never heard of, but it looks pretty cool. It's a Trade West game, which I think is the same by Battletoads. Next, another one that I traded for was 1943. I don't have this or 1942 yet. I'm pretty sure everyone's pretty familiar with these games. And he just threw in an extra here, which is really awesome. Iron Tank, which I did not have yet, and with the manual. So that was really cool, Jason. I appreciate it, and definitely I think we'll do some trades in the future, and hopefully we can meet up here in January. So we'll get these out of the way. All right. Next is a gift from Gamer Emporium. Early Christmas here. I'm going to open it here on camera. First, I'll read the note. It says, hey buddy, I just wanted to throw something your way to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Hope you and the family have a safe and wonderful one. Enjoy. Till next time. So I really appreciate it, Jason. And I think we already spoke, but let's go ahead and open this right here. I don't know what it is or anything, but apparently he takes the crap out of it. Alright, we got disc 1 of season 3 of Family Guy. Actually, there might be more than one disc in there. Maybe the whole season of season 3 of Family Guy. That's really cool. Let's see, so the Golden Compass for the 360. I love the book. I don't know if anyone's ever read the Dark Materials trilogy, but it's the Golden Compass, the Subtle Knife, and the Amber Spyglass. It's a really pretty good book series. It is complete, so that's really cool. G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. I appreciate it. I have actually not seen this movie, or the first one with Dennis Quaid. And lastly, it looks like it is Transformers the movie. I have seen this one. I do not own it though, so that's really cool. I appreciate it, Jason. Just some awesome gifts, man. You're just an awesome YouTuber, and I really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Next is a couple of games that I found. This one is from a game store. It's we've got 5 or 6 here in town, and this is kind of a little smaller back alley one kind of thing. But this is I think I've mentioned this store before. They have the Battletoads and Double Dragon and Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. And they used to be around 30, now they're at 20. So I'm still waiting for it to go a little bit lower. But I did see a Secret of Evermore for $15. It's pretty beat up, as you can see. I offered 10 on it, and he took it. So I felt like $10 for Secret of Evermore was a pretty good price. This is actually the first time I have seen this game out and about. So definitely excited to find it. Like I said, it's too bad it's got some pretty decent label damage there. And it's definitely unfortunate because this is honestly one of my favorite cover arts. So but definitely cool to find it, and $10 for it, I was definitely willing to pay, and maybe eventually I'll find an upgrade for it. Next, I went over to my buddy Ryan's here. I think I've mentioned him a few times here on my channel. He found me through YouTube. Just a really cool dude. He's expecting a little girl here in I think about a week and a half, so they're definitely getting excited. And he also has a pretty killer Nintendo 64 collection. I think he is now 4 games away from a complete collection. He had just found Worms Armageddon on Craigslist for like 30 bucks, so good on him. And he gave me a ton of stuff, and I'll show those here real quick. But first, I'm going to show you what I found. This was at a pawn store on the way to his house. Actually, I found 5 games here. I paid 10 bucks total. Final Fantasy IV Advance. Anytime I see a Final Fantasy game I don't have, I try to pick it up. So 2 bucks, definitely worth it. This is, you can tell, Zelda Oracle of Ages. I already own this game, but I didn't want to leave a Zelda game. This one is for trade, even though it's got some pretty significant label damage. But definitely for trade if anyone needs their Zelda games. Next is Arkanoid. This is actually a game I had previously, and I traded it to Grimsy 42, so it's just kind of replacing that one. By RarityGuide.com, they show this as like a pretty rare game. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I figured I'd pick it up again anyway, just to replace my missing one now. And actually, this label's a little bit better condition, so sorry, Scott, I traded you the worser one, but cool to find it again. Next are 2 more NES games. It's actually pretty uncommon that I find NES games at a pawn store. And this place, they had like 30 of them in a box. And I've got the best ones here, and I'll show it here in a second. But I asked him how much they do for all of it. I was hoping to steal it for 15, 20 bucks or something. And he told me 70. And I was like, well, I'll just pick out a couple. And I saw that they had a few other ones back behind the counter. And I was like, oh, can I look at those? And he's like, oh, no, these ones have already been reserved and picked out. And I'm like, oh, somebody beat me, huh? And well, it turns out one of their employees is a collector too, so it's tough to to compete with an employee of the pawn store. But they let me look through the games that he had already chosen through, just so I could see them. And I picked out some decent titles, like Bionic Commando. I think Blaster Master was another one. Nothing like super cool or anything. So I didn't feel like I missed out too much. I had all those games anyway. But first one is, they're in cool plastic cases here, so that was even cooler. Omegon. I had never heard of this game, so I just took a chance that it might be uncommon or like that. Don't get excited because it's not. It's dumb and like a $2-3 game. The cover looks kind of cool, but yeah, 2 bucks. I mean, it was worth it, but it was nothing to write home about. But next one is a far better game, and I own it already, but again, it's just a game you just don't leave for 2 bucks, and that's Mega Man 2. This one's definitely up for trade, so if anyone's needing this for their Mega Man collection, let me know. Like I said, I wasn't going to leave for $2, and I already have it. One of my favorite games, so it's really cool to find. Next, man, I'm running out of time here so quickly. First, maybe I'll save Ryan stuff for another day here, another video. But I met up with another buddy who's also a friend of Ryan's, and I had given him some PlayStation 2 game, Zone of the Enders, there we go, some time ago. And then I also traded him my Shenmue 2. And then also, coincidentally, he was one of the winners of my 200 subscriber contest. So I had a bunch of games for him, and we finally were able to meet up. And he had some stuff for me, which is really cool. So I'll go ahead and show that. The first thing, and this is kind of what I traded my Shenmue 2 for, and this is Mario Kart 64, the Japanese cartridge. I just thought it looked really cool. I had never seen it before or had one, so I guess it's pretty much exactly the same, just in Japanese. I'll go ahead and show the back here. I guess on Japanese Nintendo 64, there's some extra pins here, but to make this play on an American 64, they just rip that stuff off. Maybe pins is the wrong word. Maybe it's just so it fits in the system correctly. It's not like electronic pins, but anyway, so they were ripped off so they can play in a regular 64. I have not played it, but I might just swap the back. We'll see. I kind of like all the Japanese writing, but still kind of cool to find Japanese Nintendo 64 game and a Mario game. So just kind of cool to see. Next is a gift from him, which was really, really cool, and that is a Sega Dreamcast. I do not own one of these yet, so it was really cool to finally come across one. I see them from time to time, but they're always like $50 or something like that, and just way too expensive. So no disc, but he did throw in a Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure. So totally cool. I haven't played it yet, so I'll give this one a shot. It looks pretty good, and I see a bunch of Sonic characters there on the back, so probably a decent game. All the cables and a controller, so it was really cool of you, Chris. I was glad to finally meet up with you, man. And actually, it was a really cool day. Our daughters got to play together and stuff like that. So definitely cool to see other gamers, with kids and married and stuff like that, that can fully understand everything. But really just a great weekend again, great week of game chasing. Got some great stuff. Definitely really excited for the Midwest Gaming Classic. Real excited to meet up with Trevor and Justin there of Goodwill Hunter, and then also definitely hopefully meet up with Business 17. I think he's got some friends going too, so it should be a real good time. I talked to BK Gamer. I think he might try to go. So really just going to be a really cool time, and can't wait to meet all these other YouTubers. But Ryan, I'll save all your stuff for another video, man. I apologize. You just give me so much stuff, but I really appreciate it all, and thanks for watching.